Guys, it's time for the test purchase. Konstantin, the owner of the company, is in Istanbul now, and we are going to pop in one of the respectable jewelry shop to have a look at the best gemstones available there. So what do we start with? I think it is a good idea to have a look at the true Burma ruby, because they're supposed to be the best in the world, aren't they? And here we have got a splendid range of the best rubies. All of them are very clear and very similar in color. So the first lot is this beautiful 12-carat true, natural, untreated Burma ruby for just $750. And another example, 2.5 carats, and that is just $160 per stone. Yes, the seller confirms that they are true, natural, untreated, and from Burma. I'm not sure actually if I'm ready to spend on a natural Burma ruby $750. I'll buy the smaller one, I guess. But of course, as you can see here, we can find all sorts of the size and all sorts of the cuts.
And this one, how many carat? I guess like something 3 carat, right?
Yeah, 2.5. This is 2.5.
Also from
2.50.
also
yes.
from Burma.
Yes.
All rubies in your shop from Burma, right?
Yeah, I have some African too.
But this one exactly
Yeah,
from...
those are Burma.
Okay.
Just showing you a little piece of a conversation between Konstantin and the seller so you can see for yourself. We are really not making it up. All the rubies are claimed to be from Burma, one of the most expensive, no, actually the most expensive source of any kind of rubies in the world. And of course, all of them are not treated, not heated, and 100% natural, according to the words of the seller. But there is one little nuance. If it was indeed the true Burmanian ruby, and it had this beautiful bright pink color with the hint of orange in it, while being totally untreated and unheated, the price would be at least $30,000. Let's find out how much does this ring cost together with the jewelry piece itself, not only the stone. As you can see, the seller decides to behave very professionally. He takes the ring to weight it again. And ta-da-da-dam, how much do you think it is? $130. At this point, we are going to start crying. Now, what else? What else have we got here? This is nothing else but the famous pigeon blood ruby, the most famous and the most expensive of all the ruby colors you can find. And I guess you already know that we are going to claim at once that all of these stones are nothing else but synthetic. And we actually don't even need the laboratory to say that. That is a way too obvious. And we couldn't say that the shop or the owner looks suspicious. Both of them look very much respectable and 100% trustworthy, except the gemstones which we see inside. Let's have another look. Maybe we still will find something really worthy. Here we have got the pendant with the same pigeon blood ruby. However, if you look at these beautiful gemstones under this angle, you can see, even from the screen of your phones, if you're watching this video from the phone, that there are some very distinctive scratches. And those of you who have been with us for quite a long time should already know that that is the indicator of the glass. This is the most typical way to make a contrafeit. You get a little piece of what technically can be called ruby if you get it to the laboratory for the certification, but this piece of a ruby is not the jewelry quality, so you put around it the thick layer of colored glass and then you sell it as a real precious gemstone. Basically, if it was a pebble inside of the thing, you wouldn't notice. And of course the price of it, maybe $15, $10. I can show you a few more examples and all of them are the same, just some pieces of ruby-alike pebble covered with a thick layer of colored glass. And actually all of them are coming not from Burma or not from Africa, they're all coming from Chantaburi gemstone market. We have the video about that attached earlier, so you just scroll a little bit to find it. The funniest thing is that people who visit that kind of shops, they send us the emails and messages that how can you charge people so much money for the gemstones, which you can actually buy for $100 instead of $10,000. That's where the legend are coming from. These type of touristic shops are creating them. Anyway, let's do the test purchase. As promised, we're going to buy this Burma beautiful ruby. Of course, I'm going to get the certification from the seller, and I'm going to explain to you where to look at when you get that sort of papers. And after that, we're going to send it to the real laboratory where we can get the real certificate. Okay, so here is my beautiful package for my beautiful ruby from Burma. And the owner is getting ready the certificate for me. And what do we see here? Do we see anything what points us at the type of the stone we just have bought? No. There is not a word mentioning a ruby, Burma or whatever. Therefore, it will be impossible to prove that this is a counterfeit, as all what we have got so far is a type of a stone which we bought for $110 and the verbal assurance of the owner and the seller. But what would think the inexperienced buyer who have no idea about the quality characteristic of a gemstone, ruby specifically, and about the certificate from the laboratory? They will see the word certificate and therefore they will trust them blindly. In the meanwhile, the so-called certificate doesn't even give the information about the type of a gemstone you have bought. It's just a printed out piece of paper with handwriting on it. There is no stamps, no trademarks, nothing. Why it is done like that? Because if you discover that it is not actually a ruby from Burma, you won't be able to come back to the seller demanding your money back because he lied to you, because there will be no proof. That's how, by the way, the true lab certificate shall look like. It always shall mark what kind of a gemstone it is, if there were any treatment applied. The certificate shall have the individual number assigned to the gemstone which you have got, and it shall have the QR code which will lead you to the official website where you can find the information about the gemstone. And this information, of course, needs to confirm whatever you see on this piece of paper. Anyway, my guess is that this was the piece of not very quality type of a stone, which belongs to the group of corons, which technically can be called ruby, and it has got the thick layer of glass, colored glass on top of it. Now let's send it to the actual laboratory and see what the result will be. We will make another video revealing the truth. So far, you can leave the comments under this video telling your guess what this actually is. Is it the true Burma ruby? Is it the treated with glass piece of coron? Or if it's something else? See you next time and have a good one.